The second quarter of 2019 has seen a considerable regulatory activity by financial regulators and supervisors. At a global level, it should be highlighted that the FSB published a consultation paper on discussion paper regarding disclosures on resolution planning and resolvability that explores how general and firm-specific disclosures on resolution planning and resolvability could be further enhanced. At a European level, the European Parliament and the Council published the reform package of the banking system, that is the CRR II, CRD V, BRRD II, and the SRMR II, which introduce amendments regarding the leverage ratio, the net stable funding ratio, the minimum requirements for own funds and eligible liabilities, and the review of some issues related to the framework for credit, market, counterparty, credit risk, as well for operational risk. The EBA published 2020 EU-wide stress test draft methodology describing how banks should calculate the stress impact of the common scenarios and establishing constraints of their bottom-up calculations. Moreover, the EBA published a consultation paper on guidelines of loan origination and monitoring in order to improve institutions' practices, ensure that institutions have robust and prudent approaches, as well as newly originated loans that are of high credit quality. The ECB launched a public consultation on the EONIA to the STR Legal Action Plan, which includes recommendations to address the legal implications of such transition. At the domestic level, it should be highlighted that the Spanish government approved the Royal Decree 309/2019 that partially develops the Law 5/2019, regulating real estate credit agreements with the aim to complete the transposition of the Directive 2014/17 on credit agreements for consumers relating to residential immovable property. Finally, in the USA, the Fed published the results of the 2019 DFAST and the assessment framework and results of the 2019 CCAR, which assess whether firms have sufficient capital to continue operating and lending to households and businesses. Regarding the next steps, it should be highlighted that, at an international level, the guidelines on specification of types of exposures to be associated with high risk, the guidelines on outsourcing arrangements, and the Delegated Regulation 2019/758 on measures to mitigate the risk of money laundering and terrorist financing will be applicable. Furthermore, the ECB will publish the result of the 2019 sensitivity analysis of liquidity risk.